Yo, what is going on, Exo Community? Exostomp here, and today, people, we're going to be doing our Week 1 match in EDL. This is going to be versus Major Comeback and the All-Asian Alomomolas. The team is pretty threatening. I was going to put it up on the board, but basically, there's a bunch of Pokemon like Dragalge, Rhyperior, Blastoise. I might actually remember all of them. Simisage. Let's see if I can. Incineroar, Alola, Vanillux. Oh shoot! Well, that's like a lot of them. That's the main ones. Shedinja I don't count as Pokemon. At least in this matchup, I don't think it's coming. So, anyways, pretty threatening mons. So it was a little hard to build around, especially because I feel like half my team didn't fit what I was going for. So these are mons that I ended up bringing. And yeah, so I'll go over the team, and then I'll go over my trades for the upcoming week before this. So we got Alola Marowak. Alola Marowak destroys most of those Pokemon that I talked about. If I'm able to weaken the Blastoise a little bit, 2 Shadow Bones should be able to kill it, depending, obviously, how defensive it is. We're running max speed, and we're running max speed because, max speed Jelly Nature, that is, because after one Flame Charge, I outspeed a Rotom, which is super good, because if it's not Scarf, it's going to think that it's probably faster unless I'm running Jolly Speed, and obviously I am, so Shadow Bone will be able to kill it, which is great. Or knockoff, I guess, technically. So, yeah, really nice. I'm running Curse Body because I don't need Rockhead this week, and Lightning Rod is kind of redundant, considering, like, Rotom can just use Shadow Ball if it, can't Volt Switch. So I was like, I don't really need Lightning Rod, plus, like, I have mons that can eat up lightning hits right here, so at the bottom 3. Also, names of Sands, I don't know. There's some better names you guys can see. But, yeah. We got Arrow at home, Archeops, Heavy Duty Boots. We got, obviously, Max Attack Adamant, and enough speed to outspeed, I think, most Pokemon, if not all. Maybe most. At least most that I cared about. Then Hidden Power. No, HP, not Hidden Power. There's no Hidden Power allowed. 40. We're running Heat Wave to hit the Alola as well as the Simisage. There was nothing, like, I could have ran Earthquake, but everything that Earthquake really hit, stuff like Aqua Tail and Stone Edge also hit, so I really didn't need to run it. And then Roost, obviously, because it can eat up a few hits, and yeah, it's able to roost on this one. We got Cappuccino, the Chinchino, U-Turn, Bullet Seed, Knockoff, and Rock Blast. So I did have Focus Blast over Rock Blast initially when showing, I think, Burger. I think I showed Burger. And the reason I had it initially was it hits Incineroar, physical defensive Incineroar, and it hits Alolan Sandslash, right? It OHKOs Alolan Sandslash, even at minus special attack. However, if Alolan Sandslash is coming, I think it should be, like, offensive, and if it's not offensive, I just U-turn out on it anyways and go into Marowak, because Marowak will outspeed, obviously, because I am running speed. Well, actually, I guess it depends. So, yeah, I think it should be fine. Running, obviously, this is kind of generic stuff here, but Adamant is pretty good. Yeah, anyways, let's go on to Karen. Okay, you guys can tell me maybe a good name in the comments, but I couldn't think of any, so I just named it Karen. The Hatterene, I could name it Pastel like usual. You know what? I'm just gonna name it Pastel. I'm changing it. Pastel here. We got the Babiri Berry, because Alolan Sandslash, obviously, I could come in on it, and I can eat a hit, even if it's like, I think at +2 Swords Dance, I should be able to eat a hit. We got Giga Drain, obviously, for the Rhyperior. We got Psyshock for the Dragalge, and it was maybe one other thing here. Mystical Fire for the Ice types and the Simisage, and then Trick Room to be able to Trick Room and set up late game here, which is pretty nice. We got the Breloom, Technician, Life Orb. We have Swords Dance. It should be able to take at least a hit from something. It has Hidden Power. Hidden Power. I'm gonna keep saying Hidden Power. I don't know why, but it has almost max HP here. Because I don't need speed on this thing, because it doesn't really outspeed anything that threatening. So I was like, might as well. Swords Dance, Mach Punch, Spore, and Rock Tomb. Could have ran like Bullet Seed, but Bullet Seed doesn't hit anything that like Rock Tomb doesn't, and Mach Punch kind of, you know, this is really just supposed to clean up a few Pokemon, maybe in the end, but we'll see. And then we got 50 Cent. I don't know, I thought that was funny. And then Donphan, aka OnlyFans. We got, this is a very generic set, except for our EVs. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what everything is for here, but it's for something. I did this like a while ago, because this is recorded the last day, so yeah, our time zones are really different. But let me just go over this real quick. Actually, yeah, you guys can see here, but I'll go over it after the match because I've been waiting for him. So let's get into the match here. Let's make sure National Dex Draft. Cool. And we're good. Okay, cool. Alright, fun. Alright, so, ooh. Okay, Clefairy came, which is, okay, kind of sucks for me, because I could have ran Bullet Seed here. Bullet Seed looks okay. Dragalge, I feel like might not have an item, because Dragalge is a pretty good switch into Breloom. Triple Axle looks good as well here, but again, I didn't bring that. Incineroar, I feel like should be able to take on physically the Chinchino and the Marowak, so the Swallow is the biggest issue here. The Swallow is probably the only issue in my opinion. Swallow, if we're able to knock out the Swallow somehow, we should be good. But what I want to do here is make sure that the Swallow doesn't come in easily. So I might have to just start off with Aerodactyl here. Aerodactyl doesn't let anything threaten it out. The only thing that threatens it would be the Swallow, but I'm able to live a hit. I'm 90% sure. Unless it gets a crit, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I think like a Spec Scrappy Boom Burst Swallow kinda just wins, and that was a problem with this team as well, guys. I knew that this would be a problem, so Swallow is just super hard to build for. But I think Aerodactyl should be okay. Not Aerodactyl, Archeops. I called it Arrow at home. Arrow at home. Yeah, I think that's just the best play. There's no Alola Slash, so Hatterene's item doesn't matter. So if I want to send it in on a knockoff, I could be okay. Yeah, so Alright, yeah, we're gonna start off with Archeops here. As Dragalge starts off. Now this is when I wish I had Earthquake, but I don't know what to go for. Probably Flip Turn, if I would have to guess. I don't think you'd go for a Sludge Wave, but I don't want to go into Hatterene right away. Yeah, this is the issue. A lot of my Pokemon that I have aren't very defensive, so it's kind of hard to build really. Let me do this. Okay. All right. You know, I could just Stone Edge. Let me just see. Let me make... It's not... Dragalgy. I mean, I feel like Flip Turn is just the best play, but if it specs, you just go for Draco here. I don't know. Draco kind of feels free. Yeah, because Sludge doesn't do enough. Go for a Draco. Just a clean Draco, and if I go out into Hat, you could easily switch around. I need Hat though later. I think... God, I don't want to send in Breloom though. No, because Breloom does some decent work here. The Clef is kind of gonna be the problem though, because you know, like if I had Bullet Seed, it would make it a little easier. I mean, Donphan's fine. Donphan I would like for the Incineroar. I would like for a Volt Switch in, I guess. But other than that, it's okay. I want a knockoff as well. I want to get a knockoff off. Chinchino. God, this Dragalge is so annoying. I feel like I just press Toxic Spice. I'm gonna go in the Hatterene. I know this is risky, but that's okay. This goes right into Clefairy. Okay, interesting. So this thing could just knock off. I mean, it might not be. It might be especially defensive, maybe, or something. I don't know. I kind of want to see what this Clefairy does. It might just Calm Mind up. That could be annoying. What I would like to do is maybe go into Donphan, see what it wants to do. Because I don't have anything super effective to hit this, which is yet another problem for my team. So, yeah, let's go into Donphan here. As it just teleports out. Okay, that's fine. Blastoise comes in. Blastoise does threaten me out with the Scald. Scald is pretty safe. But I kind of feel okay with going into Hatterene. I also think Flip Turn could come out. Scald kind of just feels free though. I kind of just want Rocks up though. If I get Rocks up, I need Donphan though. You know, I may just go Chinchino, make sure. It's kind of risky. I feel like Flip Turn should come out here. Scald could also come out though. We did see a swap in the Clefairy, so I'm not sure what he'd do here. Kind of want to keep Hatterene though, because what Hatterene does is it's able to take a hit from Swallow and Trick Room up, which is really nice. Breloom could do that as well though. We could risk the burn. I actually might not mind that because Breloom here doesn't do too much. Well, no, that's not true. It does Spore, which is kind of what I want to keep it for. I think I'm just going to use it as like Spore fodder and use, yeah, let's do that. Let's go into Breloom here. Got a Yawn. Okay, interesting. Okay, if I went into Hatterene, that wouldn't have been good for him. Interesting. Yawn. Well, Flip Turn's probably coming out. Now. We're gonna go into Hatterene here now. As Flip Turn comes out. Yep. And now what I feel like is gonna happen is Clefairy might just come back out. And I don't know what has rocks. Probably well, obviously the Clefairy would be the only one with rocks. It can't really set up rocks on my Hatterene, right? So keeping it slightly healthy is okay. What now we know that it has Yawn. So that's good to know. Yeah, Blastoise looks to be defensive now. Dragalge comes out, which is not very good. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's the live battle link. Okay, my bad. Alright. I mean... God, I wish I didn't have Beer. I wish I had the poison one now. Because, you know, we don't know what it is. It's not going for Draco. I think it's pretty obvious to just, like, you go for, a whatchamacallit, right? Sludge Bomb. I mean, Draco does a shit ton, and I kind of want to keep Donphan alive here. We could just go Dawn. I just don't want him to go for a Draco Meteor right away, but we're going for Donphan here. As Flip Turn comes out, yeah, that we eat it up. That did nothing. 13.6%. That did 0. That is maybe heavy duty boots. That's not specs. It's not specs at all. So it's good to know. God, I really want Rocks up though. Alright, Swallow comes out. This should be specs. This should be specs. Yeah, that makes sense. You wouldn't really have 2 specs users here. 84 to 99. If I'm at 93%. It's a low chance to Oko, but it still can Oko. Just super annoying. Does Breloom take it? No. I kind of want to knock this off, though. Does Archeops take it? I mean, it technically takes it, but it's not taking 2. Right, so. Okay. Yeah, we have to just kind of risk it here and just knock off as get the roll, damn. Alright. Yeah, that's big. That's super annoying. But now what we could do here is we can Stone Edge on the Clefairy. It does 48%. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. Probably Salt Boil's coming out. I think I can pretty freely go into a Lilowak now. Actually, let me go into... Yeah, let's go into a Lilowak. Alright. Let's go into a Lilowak here as Wish comes out. That's pretty interesting. Wish. Wow, that's, yeah, very interesting here. We're gonna knock off, I think. Earthquake is also pretty free. But... let me knock, I think. Knock is just better here. Knock the Blastoise. Snot doesn't have lefties, which is okay. We can live anything. Yawn could come out. I think he's just gonna flip turn, right? Like, you just flip turn back into Swallow here. I kind of want to just... Does Flame Charge? If he's not timid, that might have not been a roll, right? 349. No, it does not speed that. That's unfortunate, actually. If it was able to outspeed, I would stay in and Flame Charge. Now I have to kind of switch here. We gotta go into Hat. Scald comes out. I mean, this could be Flash Cannon, but I kind of want a Trick Room here. On the Incineroar. Knockoff should come out here, but... Yeah, Knockoff should just come out here. This is the problem with my team. I just have a very weak team to knock off right now. And a lot, like Swallow in general, just rocks my team. This thing should be defensive. I don't know. Breloom could pretty much tank it and use Spore. You could just go, like, he might not even, I mean, he should have knockoff, obviously, but you know what, we're just gonna sack Hat, I think. Wait. Intimidate worked? I thought Magic Bounce Intimidate. Does it not? Wait, what? Does it not? Okay, I thought it did. Okay. So I guess the best play here, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'll just go for Mystical Fire here. And now what we could do is we can go and go into Mr. Sains and Earthquake. Okay, you're just gonna risk that. That's alright. We're gonna knock off. Knockoff is free. Could go back into Blastoise, but we're gonna knock. You should go back into Blastoise though. It's super free. No, I'm still gonna knock. I still need damage. It's leftovers. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go in the Breloom here. Save Marrow for a little later. Could maybe do something later. If we're able to weaken the Blastoise a little bit. Because the thing is, we still have Clefairy low, so Archeops might still be able to do something here. If the Blastoise dies. Alright, so now, I feel like you don't stay in on a Breloom. Because if you lose this, you kind of... I don't know what you do at that point. What do we not know? So, you know, like I said, Dragalge could have the, glasses. What are they called? I don't even remember what they're called. I feel like Rock Tomb is just free, though. Let's go for Rock Tomb. Swallow comes back out. Alright. So it just presses Boom Burst again. But I think we have Incineroar to the point where it can't really come in on Marowak. If we Mach Punch here... weaken this. We'll make sure Archeops is able to maybe knock something out, depending on how much Stone Edge does. So let's go for a Mach Punch, I think. Do we need Cinccino anymore? Breloom is good for Mach Punch. And Rock Tomb does a ton. And Spore as well. Kind of don't know if Cinccino does anything anymore. Breloom is still good for knockoff switching as well. Yeah, Cinccino doesn't really take anything, so I might just switch directly into it here. Bullet Seed plus Rock Blast plus knockoff kind of also just destroys, but I don't know. Do I need to weaken this? Weakening this means that I could just press Rock Tomb does win, but Rock Blast does the same thing. And it's faster, but Mach Punch is nice. I'm just gonna go for Mach Punch, weaken this a little bit. And now we can go into Archeops. And we should be able to click Stone Edge again. Incineroar comes out, sacking Incineroar. Okay, Archeops getting a kill. Blastoise comes out, good play. We have to go for Cinccino, I think. On the flip turn, that should be okay. Solo comes back in, gets another kill. Go back into, I guess, Archeops. Come on, it's not that hard to think of it. Just press Swallow, it's Boom Burst. Just click it. Please. What? What? What if I have triple axle? What? What do you... Alright, that's confusing. Cause now I can go into, I think, Alomomolas after. Interesting. I kind of want to knock off. Does knockoff do more than Rock Blast? Probably not, but it also is more accurate. And might be better here in case it's like an expert belt or some kind of weird set here. I'll go for knock. It is specs. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, it's not specs anymore. So we can, I feel like going for Flame Charge is the best play. Because I'll be able to outspeed it next turn. I mean, I'm technically able to outspeed it right now, but in case something wants to come in. God, the Blastoise is so annoying though. It's too full. It's too full. I don't think I'll be able to win. Incineroar is dead though. So we might be able to. I need a Flame Charge though here. Alright. Now we press Earthquake. We could press... God, if only this Dragalge was a little lower. I probably should have pressed Rock Blast. But Blastoise is still at 100, so... I mean... I don't know. Yeah, Earthquake is just better here. Yeah, Swallow comes back in, obviously gets another kill. I don't know. Oh, now it's disabled. So now it has to switch. We're getting another kill here. Hopefully. I mean, we'll see. Clefairy comes in. Alright, we go for... What's the most accurate move? I mean, I guess we can... Aqua Tail, I guess. Okay. Okay. No, not even gonna type anything. It's that's sad. Yeah. Now you're just gonna switch, obviously. So I'm just gonna Stone Edge. Oh, you didn't switch. Okay. Alright, let's go for the crit. Let's go. No. Crit does not exist. And now we're in defeatist. It doesn't even matter. Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, I knew that this was gonna happen. My team was too weak. I noticed it too late into the, well, not into grace period. So, yep, GG's. I don't know why Berger said your team is the worst. I don't believe it. If you're watching this, I don't believe it at all. I like your team. It's pretty balanced, and Swellow really makes your team super threatening, especially because it's not a lot of good steel types down here, so in the low tier. So yeah, GG's, dude. I kind of didn't understand the switch into Dragology when I was into Cinccino. You could just went into Swellow, press Boom Burst again, and then keep doing that. I think you would have had 4 Pokemon if you did that. But yeah, 2 spec spawns. That's interesting. Anyways, yep, GG's, dude. Let's go over my new team. So the top is gonna be my new team. The bottom was my old team. Berserker and Fracture. First, I looked at my matchups and I realized that I'm not bringing Fracture or Berserker to any game, maybe 1 or 2, but they're too slow to really work well. So what I did was I looked at my speed tiers. I tried to fix them up a little bit, as well as maybe fix some of the issues with my team. So Berserker and Fracture obviously are gone. Same with Venomoth and Cinccino. Yes, I know I dropped Cinccino. I said I really wanted to use it again. The reason I dropped it was because I wanted another normal type, a bulkier normal type, so it's able to take on something like, let's say, a Spec Swellow. I guess depending on what it is. I don't know if Audino can actually take a Spec Swellow hit well, but we'll find out, I guess. Honestly, I probably should have brought like an AV Berserker or something for the Swellow. But hindsight 2020, obviously. But yeah, Venomoth is also dropped as well. So we dropped 4 Pokemon, which is pretty big. We dropped Venomoth. Obviously, I said I wanted to use that because I've never used it before. But again, looking more into it, it kind of made my team look a little weird, and yeah, it just didn't fit because my old team didn't have a dark type at all. So we'll go over what I picked up. So we don't have a dragon or a steel type anymore, but it's okay because there wasn't a lot of dragons or steel types left, which is half my fault. But Inteleon, we picked up Inteleon. Speed tiers, it helps the same thing like Cinccino did, except we needed more of a special attacker. We didn't have really much in the special attacking side besides like a Hatterene. Then we picked up Imalga. Imalga helped out the speed tiers yet again. 103 speed is pretty good. It's faster than all those 100 mons. And it does have Energy Ball, which is pretty nice. It has Pivot. A lot of these Pokemon that I picked up do have, well, 2 of them, obviously, the Inteleon and the Imalga do have Pivot, so that definitely helps out. And its weaknesses, there's not a lot of weaknesses. It's immune to ground and electric, I guess, depending on if you're going for static or not. So that's pretty good. We grabbed Skuntank as another grounded poison. Grabbed it because it's a dark type as well. We grabbed it also because it's of its speed tiers, and because it has removal, which is also really good. Yes, Imalga does have removal as well, which is pretty cool too. And then for our last mon, like I said, I wanted another normal mon, a bulkier one. Audino was 3 points less than Cinccino. That's great. We had enough. We had like technician boosted bullet seed and stuff from Breloom and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't really, a lot of these Pokemon feel redundant, just like the Venomoth with, Sleep Powder. I mean, Breloom does the same thing. So there's not a lot of Pokemon that do the same thing anymore. Audino is here because it's a normal type. It's bulky. It can Wish Pass, which is great for Lantern and Donphan. And Skuntank now. and Hatterene. Honestly, a lot of these Pokemon like Wish Pass, so switch that up. As well as also, we grabbed it because it's a normal type with Trick Room, which definitely helps out. A lot of low tier teams like Alola Marowak plus like Porygon 2. That is a super good combo in low tier, and Audino kind of does the same thing, except obviously it doesn't have teleport, but it does have Wish, and it does have like knockoff and stuff, and it's able to help out the team a little more than just I am a Trick Room setter, you know. So it's another option for Trick Room rather. We'll see. In this game, Alola Marowak didn't do as well as I would have hoped, but you know, it did as much as it could with what we were working with. Again, if I ran AV Berserker, this might have been a different story. I don't know. I also don't know. Maybe AV Lantern also would have helped a little bit, but I didn't really bring much for Swellow, and I knew that going into it. But anyways, guys, that was the game. Like I said, GG's major. Yeah, anyways, I will see you guys next time. Peace.